Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another great episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking Power, Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 4, titled The Devils in the Details. Tommy and Diamond keep dangerous secrets from each other. Jenard clashes with his crew, and Vic teams up with Claudia one last time. DMACC ends up entangled deeper in the drug game than he ever intended. Man, I got some commentary there. Guys, we want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap, okay? Me and my brother Lamont right here, we're going to spoil this episode up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. So if you haven't seen the episode and you don't want to be spoiled, get out of here. Go watch the episode, then come back. I mean, you can stay if you want to. We're just going to be dropping some spoilers and all that good stuff. And like I said, I'm not by my lonesome. I got my main homie right here from the east side. Last time he was on the west side, but this time he's on the east side talking Lamont Tyson with Get a Life Gains. What is going on, sir? How are you doing today?
I'm happy to be here, my brother. Let's get into it. Let's dive on into this thing. We swimming the way Power was swimming and dropping women this episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love the energy. And of course, guys, if you love what me and Lamont has to say, you can follow both of us on social media. Our handles are on the screen. His information is in the description box of this video. And like always, you can find him on that top row on my channel tab, that VIP section. And this is what the Swole Back channel looks like right here. So go ahead and subscribe so you can get all that fish, oily, hot stuff all on your screen over there. Man, that was cringe. We go on this teaser, but let's go ahead and get into this, man. The synopsis of the episode read: the DMACC ends up entangled deeper in the drug game than he ever intended. Dude, I could not wait to talk to you about that. That is what has me excited right now. DMACC, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. What have you done? DMACC is an interesting character to me. He's not my favorite. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. I love that he's going after what's the Miss Red Shorts. I forgot
Genesis.
her name. Genesis.
Genesis, like Sega Genesis.
Right. I was about to call her magician, but not magician.
Hey, for all we Genesis. Know, she could be a magician, my brother. For all I bet, I know she's real good at making money disappear.
Okay, I can't wait to hear your commentary on that. Now, here she go right here. It's funny, you know. She does look cute to go hook up with DMACC and for them to be like a little couple and all that right there. And one thing I will say about DMACC that I like is he's trying to get his money. He's trying to get his paper up. He's like, man, I'm trying to take this shorty out. I'm trying to take her to the movies, and she does not like broke Negroes. And I can dig with that. Fellas, do what you can. Get your money up. Don't be broke. Don't be broke. And all that's cool, you know, other than his hairstyle, this bad wig that they have going on or whatever with his dreads. I like the fact that she did, hey, if we're going to go out, I'm going to need you to get a lineup in the fade. But at the same time, man, he's too big for his britches. Ended up killing the cop at the very end, Cop Seamus or Detective Seamus. I did not like Seamus. I think he's an asshole. I think he's a jerk. I don't like the way he's drugging drug dealers, but also pressing Diamond, Mr. Thompson, like, hey, I need 50,000, I need 25,000 by the night. You know, that you blinked that and made that in a moment, in the blink of an eye. I'm up here doing the God's work, the Lord's work. Bro, get out of here with all your hypocrisies. I don't like them. But what do you think of? We start at the very end of this episode, man. What do you feel is gonna happen next? How do you feel about Seamus's death? How do you feel about Genesis? How do you feel about what DMACC did in killing the cop and how they're going to handle this, sir? How you feeling? Let us know.
Well, let's take it from DMACC and Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis is the genesis of why DMACC want to get back in the game. You know, because his homeboy was telling him you should stay out the game. Shout out to homeboy from the Shy. And then Genesis pop up talking about she don't mess with broke Negroes. And now all of a sudden, Genesis pussy want him back in the game. Okay. That's not a good reason to get back in the game. Fellas, look, I'm with you wanting to make your bread, but I'm not with it being motivated by a woman. Let it be motivated for yourself. And
True.
9 times out of 10, a woman that only sees value in your money, that's all she's going to see value in. You give her the money, she give you the honey. What happens if you go through a period where you don't have the money? So she's already got the wrong value set. But speaking on Genesis, B. Avery, I think Genesis has a deeper plot story. She could be the new, what's my girl name from Tariq's Power? Effie. She could be a new Effie on this scene. I believe that she is going to be connected to either a drug dealer or a police officer, which is my transition to Seamus. Seamus is gone, who could have been used by Diamond to understand what is going on with this task force. The Asian cop came and told Diamond that the task force is on him. You need to get somebody on the inside. So Tommy and Diamond was about to make a deal with this brother, and then DMACC shot him. Showing loyalty to Tommy, but also Tommy's got to be thinking, dude, what are you up to? Why are you trying to get back in this game so hard? And it ain't going to take Tommy long to figure out he's chasing panty draws. But they lost their inside track to the police department, and I do believe that void can be filled somewhere along the way with Genesis having someone dealing with the police department or a drug dealer.
Wow. I would not have put that together myself with Genesis, man. Saying that she can be like another type of Effie. That did not cross my mind at all. It didn't.
Well, that's why you allow me, ladies, and make no mistake. He allows me to get up here and help him out. So make no mistake. I gotta bring my weight and go. So that's what I think.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I do like the fact that Tommy's idea was like, okay, hey, because he thought Diamond was snitching. Like, okay, what do y'all do with snitches in Chicago? Or what we do in New York is we do this. And hey, if I'm a snitch, I put the gun in my own mouth. I like all of that. But at the same time, I like the fact that Tommy wanted to meet with them, and I was really interested in seeing where this was gonna go. Like, okay, yeah, the cop, the Asian lady cop, like you said, was like, hey, you need to get somebody in the Chicago Police Department on your side. I can't do everything I can do. It made sense. It made logical sense. And Diamond and Tommy, even though they have working together, they have been bumping heads, I think, every episode on how they should handle certain situations. And it seems like they was on the same page with this right here. So again, I was really, really looking forward to how they was going to use this Seamus guy to their advantage. But DMACC comes in here and throws a monkey wrench in the plans and blows his head off. Now, the first time I watched this, I was mad as hell. I wanted to throw my remote across the room. But at the same time, I was like, well, it is kind of good that he is somewhat resourceful and can blow somebody's head off if it comes down to it. I mean, what was he supposed to do if he's just walking in here and he sees his Uncle Tommy being pinned up against the wall with a gun to his face? That I can't necessarily get mad at him for doing that. Yeah, he did make a mistake. That is somebody that you don't want to kill, and this is going to make them have to work even harder to cover it all up. I mean, we saw how stressed Tommy was when he took out Rojas's dude at the zoo in the bathroom. This is a cop here, you know what I'm saying? So this opens up a whole new can of worms of problems and issues that they already were dealing with. I mean, so yeah, he won't be coming to you asking for 50,000, 25,000 no more, but he's dead. So this is I cannot wait to see episode 5 to see exactly where this happens. So I don't know. You think it's going to be something that can sweep under the rug easy, or it's going to linger on to the end of the season?
It's going to linger, my brother, because we didn't even know Diamond had the Asian cop working with him. So Diamond has got more diamonds in the rough, so to speak, than what we could imagine. So I think it's going to linger until the next season. I mean, to the
Gotcha. Yeah, it may linger on into the next season. We'll see. You guys let me know what you think. We would love to know in the comment section in the chat how y'all felt about that. And shout out to the nice Asian lady right here. Now, go ahead and pull out your notebook, man. Go ahead and pull out that notebook. I was like, oh my God.
I know. And I was saying the same thing, and I was like, I'm about to be right. And then at the very end, he got that stupid phone call. But for all we know, she didn't leave his crib, and she might be there episode 5, but we leaning closer to B. Avery because B. Avery had episode. Remember what episode you had?
It was either 6 or 7. I can't remember.
7.
7. Okay. It may be episode 5 or 6, man. And so, but yeah, man, if this is your first time joining us, we like to speculate when the panty draws are gonna come off between these characters. And we have Miss Fine Mariah right here. You know, first of all, they was having fun giving driving lessons in the truck. You know, he trying to teach her how to drive a stick shift and all of that. She didn't want to that's the wrong picture right there. That's the cops taking pictures of them or whatever. But I don't know about this, man. I would have had to jump out of the car. She wanted to race trains and stuff like that, man. I'm not cool with all that. I'm not. That's a bit crazy. But she does look good. As soon as we saw this right here at the very beginning of the episode, I had my pen in my hand. I threw it on my desk like, God dog it. Here they are right here going on a little date, first date right here. He gonna get the panty draws by the end of the episode. I was like, damn it. How does Lamont predict these things? I just don't understand. I just don't get it. They were setting up everything with her nice little smile and all of that. But yeah, they get to the end, man, and it does not happen. It does not happen. She's trying to dance with your boy. She's kissing him. Tommy's doing all the right things. Got all the right food and drinks and stuff, and they're getting on the kissing, the smooching, and the kissing. I want to ask you, if you would have got this text message from Diamond to meet at the set, see you at the shop in 20 minutes, what would you have done, Lamont? What would you have done? Would you have left her at the crib as Tommy did and be like, stay as long as you want, or her looking all good like this, like, you better come back and wax this ass? Or would you have stayed there and did what I just said and be like, Diamond, I'm sorry. We're going to have to change that 20 minutes to 30 minutes to 45 minutes, or I'll see you tomorrow, man. How would you have handled this situation, sir? Because I'm
no,
really dying to know.
I would have had to leave, man. I think Jaru said it better. Money over you know what. Even though B. Avery, my goodness, she is looking good. She is looking exactly like what Tommy brought in that bag from Yaya's, a taco Happy Meal. That's what she's looking like, ready to eat. Yeah. But your business has got to come first. They're not married. There's no long-term commitment. There ain't no real deal long-term attachment to her just yet. So you got to handle your business. But on the flip side of that, you could look at it as a bonus. Mm-hmm. He done went and done his business. And if he comes back, because he told her she can stay as long as she wants, she come back, she going to be ready. But all we know, episode 5 is going to start out with Tommy coming back to his house. She going to be laid on the bed, butt naked, super soaker panty draws all off and wet because she done ate them Yaya's tacos. She done drove and got an adrenaline rush up, chasing and beating the train. She is ready to thrill. And did you pick up on the innuendos when he was talking about how to handle a stick? I did. Ladies and gentlemen, he wasn't just talking about the stick in the truck because, mind you, they don't make those trucks in a stick in real life. He was talking about how to handle his stick. And believe me, everything he said is what she's going to do when they have their love scene.
Yeah, man, it's going to be hot. It's going to be passionate. It's and hopefully when he does come back, hopefully she will be ready and hot and bothered and ready to go. I hope so. I hope so, because we all want him to win. I know he wants to win, and we're gonna see. But Lamont predicted episode 4. I predicted episode 7. Where are you at on this, guys? You think it's gonna happen episode 5, episode 6, episode 7, or episode 10, or it's not gonna happen at all? Do you think that she's gonna die and not make it out towards the end of the season at all? That would be horrible. But again, you guys let us know what you think. Now, the episode also started off with our boy Jenard tripping balls, man. He is going crazy. He's looking at Winston, little K here. Not Winston, Wendell K, and losing his mind. He's doing drugs. He's getting high off his own supply. It looks like he almost shot himself in the face, man. And he is falling apart this episode, bro. I mean, like, he's not a good liar at all. He beefing with Shanti. He beefing with his own crew. He got his bloody mouth. Well, how you feeling about Jenard and all of his wrongdoings and whatnot? I can't hear you if you're talking.
I'm sorry. My bad, man. My daughter is having a tantrum, so y'all have to forget the background noise. But Jenard is losing control. The beginning of the episode, he's having a complete mental breakdown. And we've seen them escalating his issues because now he's back addicted to doing his drugs. That's why we start calling this man Junkie Jenard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's having this breakdown because he's losing control of his organization. The thing that get on my nerve about the way they wrote this guy, he's supposed to have been the leader of the CBI for 15 years while his brother was in jail. And now that they split, it looks like he's undisciplined. He has no control. He's doing the coke. He can't control his dudes. He's at odds with his dudes. He owed this drug dealer money. He owed that drug dealer money. Jenard is in a world of trouble, but I think they're going to find a way to save this character.
I was just about to ask that, man. Like, is there any redeeming qualities about him? Is there anything that he can do to come back over to the light, to come back over to a character to the side where you're like, I like Jenard now, or he is getting it together. He does have his head on straight. Because I don't see it. I see him spiraling out of control, and I think he's just going to end up dead. But what you got?
The way that they can bring this character back into the fold and be in the good graces of the audience is the audience is a fan of Tommy, and through that fandom of Tommy, we're also connected to Diamond. Diamond is Jenard's brother, and we've seen that they do have this weird brotherly love going on where they're not going to kill each other. Mm-hmm. So we could see a situation where we've already seen Claudia doing a coup with Mucinex and her brother, right, and is planning to kill the daddy. And in that coup, she's trying to take over Rojas. She want to take over CBI. She's trying to do all that to clear the board. In order to do that, you're going to have to take on Jenard at some point in time. And Jenard might be in a situation where he needs Diamond's help and genuinely do the right thing to save Diamond or Tommy. And then you can see the audience getting back behind Jenard if he was to make that kind of a action to help out Tommy or Diamond. And, save their life, help them out. You could see that. And you could see it happening because all the odds are stacked against him. I thought Miguel was about to torture him. I thought we was going to have a Mucinex torturing number 2 Mexican style from Miguel, but we didn't get that. But that is how I could see Jenard getting back into the good graces of the fandom.
I don't know, man. I see what you're saying. I thought he was going to get tortured by Miguel too, and that would have been funny. But he got caught by the sister, do your own needles and stuff. But I don't see there's any any saving for Jenard. I think he's just out of there. I was thinking like, okay, he's gonna have to save Diamond's life, but I was like, is that really a big deal? I mean, that's your brother. I would think that you would save him. And I just don't see him saving Tommy. And even if he did, I just don't think that's enough. I don't know what Jenard would have to do, man, but I just don't see anything for him to come back to the light. I think he is just too far gone. I really don't even know how many people feel about his character. I personally don't like him. I've said that a number of times. He's just annoying to me. I think he burns bridges, especially the way that he was talking to Shanti last episode and this episode too. Like, I just don't this woman has been down for you all around, and it's the way that you treat her and talk to her and the way that you're just so dismissive with her is ridiculous to me. I mean, I just don't get it. She did kind of check him, and I understand where it's coming from. Like, hey, I didn't tell you this for you to check me. Excuse me, don't put your finger in my face. But she was justified in that, man. I mean, as much as she's done for you, and you still gonna go back and not follow her advice and kill Lil K, and not even seeing that remorseful about it. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what he expects, and so he's burning bridges with everybody. His brother Tommy, Miguel, he already got hemmed up by the Serbs, and his own people too. In this episode, what was his reason for him? Do you think he was trying to die? Do you think he was in a way trying to commit suicide when they was in here? He was like, I'm the one that killed Lil K. What y'all gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, What do you think the reason was behind that? You think he was just high on his own supply and making them go crazy town? Because that didn't really make sense to me.
It made sense to me because he needed to make an example to his crew that he is the big dog in this crew. Stop challenging me. Stop challenging my decisions. And if you want to die, as Tupac said, Gino exhale, F you too. He was trying to flex his muscle and show an exhibition of power to his crew when he came clean about he's the one that killed Little K, because he wants them to know, don't you step to me, don't you go against what I say, or there's going to be consequences. And I think that he has achieved his mission.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. You think he's achieved his mission even with them walking out on him?
Yeah. I mean, because they know if you're going to stay there, you got to do what he says do. If not, you're going to go or die. And now the only thing that he's done now is create more enemies with the people that walked off. But the people that stayed, do you think they're going to be trying to get in his face now? Absolutely not.
I don't think they want to stay. I think I'm looking at this right here, and I'm saying to myself, man, they looking at him like this dude is whack as hell. He's not a leader. He's not in charge. He don't know what he's doing. I want to follow the suit with the guys that just walked out. I mean, that's just I think they out of there.
They should have, but everybody didn't leave. That's the problem. Some of them stayed. And the ones that stayed, I'm sure they're questioning his leadership. But what he just did in the midst of having horrible ass leadership is put fear in their hearts. And because of that fear, they're going to follow him. If they was going to do something different, they would have left, but they didn't. But the problem that he just created is everybody that walked away from him is a potential CI or a potential person that's gonna possibly be trying to kill him. So, you flexed your muscle. You let the people know that it's my way or the highway, and the ones that took the highway might be the ones that called 911 on that ass.
Wow. Okay. We polar opposites on that one right there. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because I just don't understand what he's going to do next. I think he's assed out. I think he's going to go back to Diamond and be like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. Can I still work with you? I done messed up here. I done messed up there, and I don't got no more people. I don't know. But you guys let us know what you think, because I'm up in the air on that one right there. Right. But let me put the ball in your court, Lamont. What else about this episode has you salivating at the mouth, or are you really passionate about that you want to get off your chest that we haven't discussed yet? What you got going on over
there? Let's see here. I'm intrigued that Claudia is pulling the strings in the Flynn family when her brother. So it's like this. Her brother and Jenard basically are the same characters, except for one is black, one is white.
Okay.
Jenard, he's stressed out, back up against the wall. He resorts to doing drugs, making rash decisions. Vic, same thing, except for instead of doing drugs, he drinks. He's still hungover after getting his first taste of some black bootay. He ain't never got over that. And Claudia, sitting back looking at everything, knows the brother's weakness. She knows the daddy's weakness because he's sick. And she knows exactly what string to pull with the brother. So she sends the brother to Claudia's bar. Claudia's picture is gone. And the daddy done basically turned that shit into a strip joint.
Right.
God, I was like, oh, poor Vic. And that was what Claudia wanted. She wanted him to see that so that she could control his mind and get him to fall in line with the plan she has put in place with the Serbs. That was intriguing to me. But the other thing that bothered me, Paulie, character that me and you and a lot of people really, really love.
Yeah.
Trying to help Flynn. And Flynn is going to take that, shove it in his face, and basically told him, I never wanted to hire you. I only hired you because of my wife.
Right.
You ain't nothing but a piece of crap. You disobeyed me when all Paulie did was try to extend this man's life. Paulie is so loyal to a fault, which is why people can admire the character because he's such super loyal. But he's a wild card now, and it leads you to believe we know he's too old school to snitch. So the question would be, will he turn his loyalties to Claudia and Vic and serve them in the haste of his daddy. Because now that Paulie's gone, what does Flynn have left? Nothing. Nothing
That's
but
true.
cancer.
That's true. That's true. Good observation. I think that I think I can see Paulie going and teaming up with Vic and Claudia. That is, if Vic does oblige his sister, but I'm not too convinced that he's going to want to rock with her. Now, do you think that Paulie was wrong for going to Brendan Douglas? Is it Douglas or Donovan?
No, it's Brendan Doyle.
Brendan Doyle. I'm tripping. Brendan
Right.
Doyle. Do you think he's and again, I know that he slept with Claudia a couple of episodes ago. I think that was episode 2. But how do you feel about Paulie going to him? Do you think that was out of line, for him doing that, or was it justified?
It was justified because he look at Flynn as his man, and his boss. Now, obviously, you can see that the people in Ireland have tremendous respect for Paulie because you saw the kind of respect Brendan had for him.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Paulie's looking at this like, even though I work for Walter Flynn, he's still like a relative to me. And, I'm going to show loyalty to this man till the ship go down. And so I think he was completely justified in doing what he did, even though he was told not to, because sometimes you've got to have that objective person in your corner that is looking at things you can't see. And when you're in the midst of an emotional turmoil type situation, the way Flynn is, you can't see everything clearly. And that's why you have a good right-hand man. And nobody's a better right-hand man on this show than Paulie. And Paulie's seen it and tried to save his man. And this is the thanks he's getting. I think they're going to have this story take us down the road where it's going to look like Paulie is going to flip on Walter Flynn. And then in the very last minute, show that stubborn loyalty and somehow way save Flynn one more time.
You know what? I think I would like that myself. I think I can agree with that. We'll see. I definitely do want Paulie to live. I would definitely like to see him go visit his son again sometime.
Right.
I know because we got that in season 1 where he was living under a bridge, and he admitted that he wasn't the best father. And I like when characters can realize that and own up to their past mistakes and stuff like that. So hopefully Paulie will have to come through and save Flynn, even though I don't like Flynn at all. If he died, I wouldn't lose a moment of sleep at all. But again, you guys let us know what you think about that in that comment section. Very, very curious, very, very curious. And again, good observation by Lamont. Now, I did not know what type of trouble Diamond was potentially in when this fine mama here walks up into the barber shop and be like, where's Diamond at? I'm like, oh Lord, what did he get himself into right here? Now I let me know what you think. I think that she was really upset at first. She was really bothered or annoyed for some reason. But then when she actually saw a look at Diamond and saw how big or muscular and built he was, she kind of had a change of heart, and like, actually, this boxing thing may be a good idea, you know what I'm saying? And so, what do you think about that, man? Diamond has already had sex with 2 women this season. Do you think that the mama here will be the 3rd? And how do you think that's going to pop off? Also, between the boy, do you think they're setting him up to die as well, to get a character that Diamond cares about just so that he can, die in some type of drive-by? Later on in the season, how do you feel about all that right there?
No, the boy is not going to die. If anything, Diamond got too many holes he's planting his penis in, so one of them got to die. And I like this new one. Obviously, this new one, I think she came up there flexing her muscle because she's probably used to no good Negroes doing her dirty, and she wanted to come set eyes on who's saying things to her son that could possibly leave him up the creek again, because oftentimes you get women who are in these situations where men promise their young boys that they'll do something for them and never show up. So she came up there with that kind of intent, but they made the tension so thick and they made her so fine. Everybody in the barbershop couldn't stop looking at this woman. I mean, like, she walked in and Gina walked in there and got everybody attention. She didn't just get Diamond attention. I mean, she even got She even got Red Fox over there standing beside Diamond's attention, got his attention. Poor man about to have a damn heart attack. See, I had to unzip his coat. And I think that if they sacrifice any of the two, it will be the mom, because I think this mom might be about the good. She might be about doing positive things, but could be in a situation where the money ain't right and she can see some fast money and love with Diamond, which could jeopardize Diamond's relationship with his CO, who is helping do the drug business, and Diamond is going to have to pick one or the other one. And I could see the CO maybe shooting this woman, Gina, because she could compromise their business. So that's how I see it going down.
Jesus Christ. Hopefully none of that happens right there. That would be just a tragedy. But you guys let us know.
We would love to get Gina, the CO, and Diamond, all three of them together in the same bedroom.
That would be great. I would like that myself. You guys let us know what you're thinking. You know, how y'all want that transaction to pop off. But that would be an interesting little stretch right there. To be honest with you, it really would. Now, help me with this right here though. Earlier when Tommy was at the zoo with Mariah, and they saw this cat right here. I spoke about it briefly earlier. This is one of Rojas's men right here, that Tommy saw at the park, at the zoo or whatever. How did Tommy put this together? I mean, just because he saw the tattoo, like, you know, he was like, "Oh, this guy has plex." Like, he didn't look at him and give him a dirty look. He didn't look at him and, like, you know, slit his throat, like, "I'm gonna get you, sucker," you know, something crazy like that. He just, I don't know, man. Maybe I don't have the street smarts to put that together. But how did you make all this right here, and how it didn't come together? I guess because that was a little beyond me. Can you help me out there? Am I making any sense with my questions?
So basically it was the stare down and the fact that he had the tattoo. So Tommy knew what the Rojas tattoo looked like, and apparently this guy knew what Tommy looked like, and they just had a stare down, and he knew that there was some beef going on that he wants to handle on behalf of Rojas. And so Tommy just knew, basically based on that stare, that homeboy was going to follow him in there. But I got this to say about Rojas. Damn it, Rojas. If you're going to send somebody that's going to be tough, that's going to deal with Tommy, you can't send a member of your crew that's from the damn Backstreet Boys or any one of the boy bands from the 90s, because they're going to get that ass whipped.
This is true.
Send somebody in there with muscles on top of muscles. Don't send Nick Lachey in there thinking he's going to do something with damn Tommy. Because he gets in there, he's got the knife, and he loses it and dies at the hands of his own damn knife, okay? And then he's in there, Rojas ain't going to do what you say, blah, 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 blah. All Tommy do, kill him, go have a conversation with Diamond. Diamond gets his CO to put it back in line. Everything's back in line. So, but the issue here is these bodies are stacking up. And when they start coming looking for these bodies, that's when we're going to start having people getting in trouble and getting stuck in jail, because the bodies is adding up.
Gotcha. I appreciate that, man. You know, that makes sense. Did you really think that Tommy was going to kill DMACC when he was really curious and excited about getting into the streets, talking about if CBR not going to help me out, I'm gonna go to treason? He was like, "Look, don't let, if I see you in these streets hustling, I'm gonna have to kill you myself." Do you believe him? You think he was gonna do that?
No, because look, his nephew Tariq killed his first brother in Ghost, and he didn't kill Tariq. So why would we believe that he would kill his own flesh and blood when everything is good with his mama, his real brother, and this is your real nephew? No. Now, would Tommy beat some sense into him? Yeah, Tommy will do that. But kill him, I don't see Tommy killing him.
I got you.
And I'm sure Tommy's not happy that DMACC has turned into a killer, because we've seen the escalation in Tariq when Tariq first got a body. So now we might see an escalation in DMACC. He getting a body. I mean, to me, it all seems like a setup like the first Power.
Yeah.
Tariq started getting more and more in the drug game. They give him Effie. DMACC about to get back in these streets. They giving him Genesis. and she almost damn near looked like Effie. So I can see this escalating to a point where DMACC is like, okay, Tommy, you don't want me in this game, but I want to get in this game. Because remember, Tariq wanted to be in the game, and none of the adults wanted him in the game. And so now DMACC is going to be begging Tommy to get in the game. And if Tommy keep telling him no, Tommy going to know he's going to go somewhere else. So I see Tommy probably helping him get right back in the game now.
Okay. I got you. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully DMACC just gets that nice fade in that lineup, takes Genesis to the movies, graduates with a 4.0 and goes to college, and it's a businessman.
And you was comfortable with Genesis telling DMACC to get his hair cut. I mean, how would she have feel if DMACC would have told her to get that damn bird's nest out of her hair?
Well, I don't. Her delivery could have been better, but there's nothing wrong with just saying, "Hey, get freshened up a bit." That's how I take it.
To me, it comes down to preference. You don't like the boy hair, okay? Would you have caught an attitude if he said he didn't like your hair in a succinct manner the way she said it to him?
Probably not. I see what you're saying. I didn't look at it that way though. I just think she was just like, hey, I think she was just like, hey, get cleaned up or whatever. Nobody's gonna go on a date without freshening up. Like, come on. Like, you even if it's not a fresh cut, you're gonna try to trim it up yourself in the mirror. You're gonna wash it, put your do-rag on, something. You know what I'm saying? Nobody just.
I know a lot of dudes who wear their dreads like that. Now they do have nice edge ups because they do have nice, but they do wear their dreads like that. And for some people that can be somewhat of a demeaning statement. Cut your dreads all the way off, get a fade. After you done told me, it's like, B, you done said all you really want is a dude with bread, and now I got to cut my head. So it's like, girl, but like I said, the panty draws got them motivated to get that money. So we'll see where it goes.
We will see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. Where do you think things are going to go with these cops? This gentleman here is really the only one that I like. With Mr. I like him. Everybody else,
Detective Franco.
Everybody else is Bobby DeFranco. Everybody else is, they're okay. They're just there to fill in space. I know we kind of got some shots with Tommy on his date earlier, and they were trying to get the Kodak moment and all of that. But do they do anything for you, man? Do you like them at all? And later on, they got they hemming up people on the corner, busting them down. Tommy was able to see that from the side or whatever. How you feel about all these cops, if anything at all, and they're in that task force?
I hate to keep picking on Big Girl, but why do they keep sending Big Girl out there to do the surveillance and get fingerprints and shit? She too slow. She like they got caught trying to get pictures of Tommy and Maria in the truck this time. Stop sending her slow butt out there to do all that stuff, man. Send the black dude out there. He looked like he got speed like a running back. Stop sending her to do all that. She like they got caught again, okay? Eventually that chick is going to die. But, getting back to the task force, because she's moving too slow, man. You can't move this slow with Tommy. The thing that intrigued me the most about this task force is we learned that the crooked Cooper Sacks on their team is actually his wife trying to run for mayor in there coercing the white young lady to give details about the death of Colin. That's what we learned about this task force, that woman is ruthless. His wife is ruthless. And she's ruthless as someone playing checkers, which means you're going to eventually get that ass caught up.
Right.
And she's trying to become the mayor doing crooked stuff. So that revealed to me a deeper issue going on between them two. Because right now he seems like he's more ethical than her. We can't say he's fully ethical because you can't pay people to get information. True. You're not supposed to do that. But she is coercing witnesses. And when she tried to coerce this girl into saying Tommy was the other person, she said, hell to the no. I don't know about that. You had to call my bodyguard, okay? So that's what I thought was intriguing about this task force. his wife's zest, her zeal to want to be mayor and get this task force up and going because it's going to elevate her status in the community.
Yeah, that is quite shady. She did want to point Tommy out right here in this photo. But yeah, I gotta just say this, man. Y'all can read me up in the comments if you want. I don't remember her at all. I just don't remember what scene she's from to where she witnessed a murder of Vic.
It's got to be season 1 because the person that got killed was a cat named Colin, and it's got to be season 1 when Vic and Tommy was running together.
Okay.
And they done just brought her ass back because Vic and Tommy ain't killed nobody this season.
Yeah, and I vaguely remember season 1. I didn't really care for it too much, so you know, I did ask Lamont. Before we recorded, I was like, "Say, man, what is all this over here?" I just, you know, but yeah, I would love you guys' commentary in the comment section below as well. But now we kind of spoke about them earlier, these brothers and sisters right here. You know, Claudia is trying to move up in the ranks, and she's also talking about murdering the daddy. And I would love your commentary on there. But like you spoke on this earlier, man, she has Vic showing up to the club, and it's been turned into a titty bar. Old dude is getting some service in the background, and of course he don't want to see none of that. I mean, this was his baby. This was his boo thing, and this being turned into a strip slut house, you know, to a degree. So that's crazy right there. Why would the daddy do that, man? That's just beyond me. Here he is meeting with Doyle. But do you think this is going to be enough to get Vic to be like, okay, yeah, let's murder our father? You think they're actually going to go through with that? And what kind of person is Claudia, man? That's pretty evil. You know, you want to murder your own daddy? Like, damn. Like, you know, I know you may not like him, but did he do that much to where you want to take him out? That's just ridiculous. That's crazy. But go ahead, sir. What say you? What say you?
When someone threatens your livelihood, family go out the window. They've got this money and these savings and all this stuff tied up in Dublin that's supposed to go to the Flynn organization, and the daddy's standing in the way of all that. And I mean, you see how the Southerners continuously to this day won't let the government get over the fact that they freed the slaves, which was their cash cow. And that's going, this is like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 generations later, people still ain't got over that shit. So no, she's not getting over it. And she picked the right straw to drop on the camel's back and her brother with Glow, because he's not over Glow. And once you get a taste of that chocolate, you don't go back. And by pulling that was enough ammunition for her to get Vic on board to kill the daddy. She didn't need no more ammunition because the daddy done spat in her face twice, undercut her to try to get the brother, told her she's a woman, and then basically told her to go F herself. So yeah, she's ready to step up to the plate. So yeah, I could see them trying to orchestrate this, but something dealing with Paulie is probably going to stop it from happening.
Yeah, Paulie, he's gonna have to come save the day somehow. Whether he's gonna save the day or kill somebody, and that may be the same thing. We're gonna see, man. I don't like Claudia. What's up?
I got a question for you. I know y'all. Y'all know B. Avery is the one that start calling this girl PP in her pants without wiping. That's all his joke. Did you notice how Jenard keyed in on two things that could be crucial in this episode? Number one, that Miguel has diabetes, and number two, that Miguel's sister, the sweet Maria, was the one that was going to inject him, and she got mad and stormed out of there. Jenard saw both of those things. So those are two possible pieces he can play on the chessboard. He sees Maria with Tommy, she's in danger. He can ever get Miguel somewhere and get him to have some kind of diabetic seizure, coma, whatever. That's another way he can use that to get Miguel. Or altogether, he scoop up the sister and try to get the sister to take all Miguel's diabetic drugs, or in somehow a way he can get drugs for him. Jenard saw all that, B.
Right.
Now the question is, what is Jenard going to do with all that information?
I don't think he's going to do anything with it, because I think he's an F up. He's high on drugs and burning bridges. I think he's just gonna go. I don't know what to do and fall over a bridge into a river and get swept away or something. No, I don't. I'm being silly, but I don't. No, I honestly don't think he's gonna do anything with it. I just don't think Jenard is competent enough to to come through. Jenard may die next episode. Seriously. I'm
No
thinking
way.
he
No way.
I don't think or at least I don't think he's gonna make it to the end of the season, man. He's just not. He don't got it together, man. He's a lost cause. So I don't
He's
think
gonna
do
make
nothing
it,
about
and for everything that you think he can't do, he's got a ride or die in his corner named Shanti that can make those decisions on his behalf.
I don't think she's gonna stick around.
What?
Well, she might because they were kissing towards. They were kissing the last
Yeah.
time. They were making that.
And
So.
and then she also told him, "Are you doing drugs? Whatever you're doing, I'm down for it. I can help you out with that." She is like super ride or die. She's willing to help him get drugs and everything.
You think if he continues to go down the same path he's on right now, doing the drugs and all this stuff and being a loose cannon, you still think she's gonna be there, or you think she's gonna bounce?
If he starts to give her a little bit more control over the organization, she'll stay. But if he's going to be Mr. Wild Man and not listen and take her advice and all that, nah, I could see her pivoting.
Okay, I got you. Y'all let us know what you think. I agree with you. I think if he gives her more control, she'll stay. But if he continues to F up and be a clown, then she gonna chunk him to do so whatever.
Right.
JP and DMACC and JP. How you feeling about that right there, sir? If anything, it wasn't much in this episode, but how you feeling about their relationship? And
I think it's growing. He was trying to give him a metaphor that you can do a lot of things with math other than just count. Maybe it resonated with DMACC, maybe it didn't. But the smile and the glow that these two had in this scene just kind of said that maybe that they're at a point where they can start building on a father-son relationship. But you start building on that father-son relationship, obviously this father don't want his son in the streets. So it's going to come down to how much rope are you going to give your son before you start kicking him out the house, you start dropping the hammer on him, or you decide you want to teach him the game and try to help him. We'll see.
We will see. Lamont, I think we've covered pretty much everything, man. We've gone over Diamond and the Asian lawyer lady. Got the text message from Seamus, and we talked about that at the very beginning. We got Tommy smooching with Mariah here, and the panty draws and all that, and he ends up dead. What else that happened in this episode, man, that we haven't discussed yet that you want to get off your chest, sir, if anything at all? Or have we covered anything? You got some predictions? Let us know.
I think we Monday morning quarterback pretty much everything. I already gave one of my predictions that the next episode is going to open up with Maria still at Tommy's crib waiting on him with hardly anything on but a super soaker. And I think that we're going to see DMACC continue to get deeper and deeper into this drug game.
Mm-hmm.
And something is going to emerge from this new girlfriend love interest of hers, Genesis. And I'm thinking either way you look at it, it's not going to be good for Tommy and CBI and the crew.
Okay. Pull out your notepad.
Uh-oh.
The opening scene for episode 5. Is it going to be Tommy coming back to the crib to see the wet panty draws of Mariah? Or is the opening scene going to be of Tommy, Diamond, and DMACC trying to figure out what to do with the body of Seamus? I'm going to go with the body of Seamus, them trying to figure out what to do. That's going to be the opening scene, the opening frame. Not 5 minutes in, not 2 minutes in, not 30 seconds in, but the opening shot. As soon as the theme song music goes off, power, respect, all that. It's gonna be of them trying to like, what we gonna do about Seamus? But you think it's gonna be the wet panty draws. Tommy, I'm waiting.
Look at that right there. Opening scene, episode number 5. Panty draws of Maria, body of Seamus number 2, DMACC, Tommy, Diamond. I got you. That's why I keep this notebook around, baby.
Yes, the magical notebook. I'm trying to think what other scene is a big deal that they can open with. It could be Jenard, but they already opened with Jenard on this episode. And they ended with him, and I think at the end of episode 3 as well. So I think Jenard, I don't think, it's gonna be one of those two.
It's got to be one of those two.
One of those two.
Gotta be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Y'all let us know down in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen next episode? What do you want to happen? And how is episode 5 going to open up? Wet panty draws, a body of semen, or wet panty draws? But guys, ladies and gentlemen,
we don't want to see the body of Siemens. No.
We don't want to see that either. We don't want to see that either. But guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for me and Lamont's Power Book 4 for Season 2, Episode 4 recap and review for The Devils and the Details. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed our commentary. And we will be back, same place, same time next week for Episode 5. Please hit that subscribe button if this is your first time here. Leave a comment and or a thumbs up. And for the 5th time I'm saying it, just leave a comment of everything that you think, because we're going to be checking all of those out. Lamont, before we head out of here, sir, what do you have going on your Swoleback channel for all the good people to look forward to?
Well, good folks, I will be dropping, of course, I'm going to do the Power next episode trailer breakdown for you guys' entertainment. And I'll be coming back hitting you with some shy content real soon. My schedule has been crazy, but between October through the rest of the year, I'll be kind of settled and be able to get more content out to you guys, and things are going to level off with the kids. So just bear with me. I'm trying to make my road through Hollywood, and I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm moving. And follow me and be able for the entertainment. And be sure, nowadays you can send super chat via comment. Send this good brother be able super chat via comment. This dude is amazing. Puts on great content. He works so hard across multiple genres of TV and movies. Really trying to get to a point where this man is all YouTube, and I want to see him get there. And you guys can help by giving him a super chat comment.
That would help a lot. This is what my channel looks like right here. So check me out. I will really, really appreciate it. And also, guys, if you are into Michael Jai White and Western comedic movies with a little bit of martial arts, check out his latest film, Outlaw Johnny Black, that hit theaters, limited release this past Friday. And also check out the last episode of Super Duper. I think that was episode number 19, where I talk about nothing but superhero and comic book news every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. CST. But guys, again, we just all want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.